All right, welcome back. I'm here in Greenville now with Dr. Cedrek McFadden, our 7 News medical expert, and we are going to talk about some questions that we have received from you, our viewers, on the coronavirus. First up, Dr. C, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, good to be here.
Okay, we've heard from one of our viewers, Rachel. She says, we talk a lot about things becoming normal when we get a vaccine, but will this be like the flu vaccine where the strain might be different?
So viruses mutate. That's a very normal, common part of their life cycle. But not every mutation is a big event. Some of the mutations go without any notice from scientists or vaccines, and some of the mutations come that actually may weaken that particular virus. Some may come that may actually make it worse. It's a little too early to tell what this virus would do with the vaccine, as those human trials are just starting for this vaccine, but it's a normal part of viruses to mutate. We should expect that to happen, but not every mutation leads to some catastrophic event. Okay,
next question from another viewer. Are there things that we can do to preventively to strengthen our immune and respiratory systems? Not to necessarily keep COVID-19 away, but to be in the best shape to fight it off, I think is what they might mean.
So a lot of interest here in, whether it's diets, whether it's supplements and things like that to boost your immune system. But there's some basic things that you can do even if you have the COVID-19 or if you're trying to stay healthy enough. It's the basics, it's the mundane, it's rest, it's eating well, it's staying stress-free, and if you're smoking, always a good idea to quit smoking. But there's really nothing that you can do extra. There's no scientific basis of any other boosting of the immunity system other than the basics. Certain diets may mean that you need a supplement, whether it be vitamin D if you're on a plant-based diet. But aside from that, you should really just focus on eating the colors of the rainbow, resting well, staying stress-free, and again, if you're smoking, to quit.
Okay, another viewer asking about UV light. That's been in the headlines lately to treat COVID-19. Has this actually been tried, and what do we know about that?
So UV light is used as a disinfectant to clean, equipment or spaces that may be infected. But it is by no means a way of treatment. In fact, it can be dangerous to use for humans, whether it be because it can lead to things like skin cancers, melanomas. So it's not a form of therapy that anyone should be trying to rush off to actually have done.
Okay. Well, I know here in South Carolina, when the month of May hits, we start thinking about where are we going to take our children when it gets hot as blazes outside. We're thinking about pools, public pools, neighborhood pools. One of our reporters asked yesterday to DHEC, what will are they working on guidelines to come up with to open some of these pools? I know you're not on that committee, but what things will they be considering?
So the CDC has said on their website and in their guidelines that there's no proven risk of transmission of COVID through the use of pools, especially if they're being properly maintained with chlorine, et cetera. The bigger issue there is what happens while you're at the pool. Are you maintaining social distancing? Are you using the same equipment that someone else is using? Are you using clean utilities? And so those are going to be the primary focus of that particular interest, is how are we doing when we're at the pool? Not so much in the pool, but where we're at and around the pool.
Okay, all right. Well, you never know with kids who are underwater and they pop up where they might be. So it might be tough with social distancing, but we'll see how it goes. All right, Dr. C, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.